It's NFL Daily Mailbag time. Mitchell Rentz from Chat Sports ready and eager to answer all y'all's questions. Remember, we go live on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. So if anything crazy happens from the time now or you see this on a later date, don't blame me, blame you. Let's go to Taylor Holland, first Super Chat coming in here. With Tunsil rumors, if Panthers give pick 6 to the Texans for Deshaun Watson, would you be opposed to getting Neal, Cross, Penning, Ekwonu with both top picks? So you're saying, with the Tunsil rumors, if the Panthers give up the pick 6 to the Texans, no, if I was Houston, I wouldn't be opposed to getting that whatsoever because I see Laramie Tunsil also wanting out of Houston, and if Laramie Tunsil leaves, then you're also going to have to go out and get a solid left tackle. Let's go to Big Chungus. What teams are going to have the best and worst records next year? I still want to see what ends up happening in free agency and the draft, but if I'm a betting man, worst record, Houston Texans. Best record, it pains me to say it, though I might go away from saying the Kansas City Chiefs because now Russell Wilson's in that division, and the division definitely gets a little bit tougher. I'll say the Buffalo Bills to keep in mind, and then the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. Let's go to the New York Jets. They definitely won't have the best record. DK and the 9th for the Jets, 4-69 if Seattle wants Willis. So you're saying you're swapping DK Metcalf for the 4th, and then the 9th overall pick for the 69th pick. Man. So technically the Jets have, I feel like this isn't right, though, because it's 4 for DK, then the 9. Yeah, I actually don't understand. Am I crazy here? Because the Jets have the 4th and the 10th overall pick, right? Okay, so you're essentially saying the 4th for DK and then the 9th for the 69th. If that's really what you want to give up, it seems like a lot, but I need to be able to see it in a trade graphic. For whatever reason, this just doesn't make sense to me. Let's go to Brad Williams. Should the Saints trade for Derek Carr to get him out of the AFC West? The Raiders aren't going to move on from Derek Carr, and if I was Las Vegas, the answer to try to compete with Wilson, Herbert, and Mahomes is not to trade Derek Carr. It's to build the defense, if anything. So, and on top of that, the Saints, do they want to go out and pay DC the money that he's looking for? Because I get it, he's scheduled to make $19.9, but if you're going to go out and trade for Derek Carr, you're then going to have to pay him $35-40 million a year, which is just, it's a lot of money for DC. So which free agent do you want your team to sign? All right, I like this question. So this is kind of like twofold. One, it's who's your favorite team? And two, who do you want them to go out and get? And I know when we were live, we got a question similar to this earlier, so I'm glad that we put this up on the show. So which free agent do you want your team to go out and sign? Let me know down in the comments. Let's go to Porter Sherman. Tell Richard I said what's up. Do the Bucs trade for Deshaun? I definitely think that they're one of the top 5 teams that could go ahead and do it. And when you look at the past 2 Super Bowl winners, right? Bucs, perfect example. Go out and get Tom Brady. The Rams, go out and trade for Matthew Stafford. If you believe that you have a Super Bowl caliber winning team, but you're a quarterback short, why not go out and make a big-time splash? Because if you can win a Super Bowl, it's absolutely worth it. And if I was Tampa Bay, I would try to make a push for Deshaun if he's innocent. Let's go to Starco Fan 212. Where will Bobby Wagner go? If I was Wagner, I would say my money honestly would be on the Dallas Cowboys, and my money would also be on the Indianapolis Colts because of my connections with past coaches, Gus Bradley, Dan Quinn. But if you want to just go ahead and get the bag, get the most money, I'd say the 2 teams, maybe 3 teams that would throw him the most money, the Jags, the Jets, and the Dolphins. Let's go to Sun546. Where do you think Christian McCaffrey is going? I say the Bills. The Bills would be an intriguing team to me. However, I think that if you have Devin Singletary, not that Devin Singletary and Christian McCaffrey are even close. No, that's obviously not it. It's just what I don't want to bring on Christian McCaffrey's contract. It's just too much money. I would say it's going to be a team that believes that they have enough money, that has enough draft capital, and for that, I'll say a team potentially, I don't know, like the Miami Dolphins to keep in mind. Maybe like the Kansas City Chiefs if they're really trying to be in this win-now mode with their running back situation. It just, I think Christian ends up staying with the Carolina Panthers. Let's go to Robert Bruce. Hello, Mitchell. Hello, Sam. Hello, Jeff. If you were the Patriot, would you pursue Bobby Wagner or Amari Cooper? Jones needs a number 1 wide receiver. If I had to pick between Bobby Wagner or Amari Cooper, I would take Bobby Wagner because, not that the New England already has a number 1. They obviously don't with Nelson Aguilar. But you need to be able to find receivers that fit in that offense, and I would not want Amari in the cold weather in New England. I think that would be a bad fit. Where Bobby, I do think, would fit the whole New England Patriot mode. Let's go to Shadow. Who's likely to get traded? More likely to get traded, Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley? Really good question here. I'll say the more likely guy is probably Christian McCaffrey, because it sounds like Carolina's at least fielding calls where it doesn't really sound like the Giants are interested in trading away Saquon. McCaffrey makes basically double from what Saquon is making. Now, if an NFL team out there was willing to trade for McCaffrey, I'd be more interested in trading for Saquon at $7.2 million than Christian McCaffrey with essentially $14 million for the next 4 years left on his contract. If you guys want to go ahead and bet on March Madness, you can go ahead and do so at BetUS. All you got to do is go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code NFL Daily. It's going to get you 125% deposit bonus. What does that mean? It means if you put down $100, you're going to get $125 for free to bet with. Put down $500, get $625 for free. Now, if you want to see the best odds on the top 5 teams to win the tournament this year, Gonzaga's at plus 450, the Wildcats at plus 650, the Duke Blue Devils at plus 1,000, the defending Baylor Bears, defending champ Baylor Bears at plus 1,100. Put your money where your mouth is, chatsports.com/bet. Just use promo code NFL Daily. That way you get hooked up with the best deal on the internet. I hope Duke wins, but I'm probably going to put my money on Gonzaga. Let's go to Jake Miller. Grade the Harold Landry signing, 5 years for $182 million. Actually, I thought this was an A grade. I think Harold Landry is an outstanding player. He's always been a good fit with Tennessee. Young, I think he's like 26 years old. If you would have told me Landry's getting 5 years, I would have said over $100 million. The fact that he's getting $18 million a year, I think that's the quick math. That's a good deal for Harold Landry, so I'm going to go ahead and give that an A grade. Now remember, y'all, to stay up to date on everything going on around the National Football League, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications, because a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot of stuff, happens in the offseason. And if you're ever wondering, like, Mitch, why should I subscribe to Chat Sports? You guys get videos every single day. My guy Tom Downey, he released a brand new mock draft on the channel. Why? Because the mock draft he made, he had to throw it out the window because of the Russell Wilson deal. Now he's basically got to do a whole new one with Carson Wentz. But we go live at least 3 times a week. We're an interactive show, so I see Taylor Holland, Pat Valadez, WildStar NFL fan. I appreciate you. The more subs we get means the more videos we can do, and the last time I checked, free. It's a pretty good deal. Let's go to Andre. What up, brother? Do you see the Raiders trying to trade for DK Metcalf? Do I see the Raiders trying to do so? No, not necessarily. I like DK Metcalf a lot. You're just going to have to give up a first-round pick for him, so I would say, would I rather trade a first-round pick for DK Metcalf, or would I rather give up a third-round pick for somebody like Brandon Cooks? DK is a better receiver at this current point in his career, obviously, but I'll give up a third-round pick for Brandon Cooks, who I actually think would be a better fit in the Raiders' offense than DK. Let's go to Dark Knight. Can't wait to go see the movie on Thursday. What should Washington do at number 11? It's a good question, right? If you're not 100% sold on Carson Wentz, maybe you decide to take a backup QB. That's not what I would do. If I was Washington, I would try to either find a replacement at offensive line, because you're losing your right tackle and you're losing your right guard with Brandon Scherf. I'm going to say either build the offensive line or go out and get extra help at corner, maybe another safety. You're set at tight end, running back. Yeah, offensive line, or continue to build that defense. Let's go to Pelicans. Nola, who is the most dangerous team that doesn't have a quarterback? The most dangerous team that doesn't have a quarterback, I guess technically the answer right now I'd say is the Indianapolis Colts. They're a playoff caliber team, and they are a quarterback short with getting rid of Carson Wentz. Is there another team out there that I can't really think of right now? Yeah, I'm going to go with Indianapolis off the top of my head. Let's go to Winter School 69. Should the Colts risk it and trade for Watson instead of having a surgery recovering Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't think that's the question here. It's really more of, would Houston trade Deshaun Watson to a division rival? If I was a division rival, I wouldn't want to go up against Deshaun Watson twice a year. So for that reason, I'll say no, because it's not going to happen. All right, so y'all, we were talking about this earlier today. What's the best pizza, or which state has the best pizza? One guy at Chat Sports said pizza's like sex. Even bad pizza's still good pizza. But growing up in the Northeast, I'm going to say New York because I've had New York bagels. I've had New York-style pizza. There's some good pizza joints down here in Texas, but there's something different about a New York slice of pizza, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the nostalgia of being in New York, but I'm going to go ahead and say New York. So, guys, get those votes coming in. Oh, God says I make the best pizza. Well, we'll have to see about that. Andre says New York, and yeah, seeing a lot of New Yorks in there. But, hey, let me know what you're thinking. I see some Chicago, see some Detroits in there as well. Let's go to Greeny69. Will the Giants sign Bobby Wagner? Will they sign Bobby Wagner? I mean, I'm just going to say no because the odds aren't in favor of the Giants doing that. Though, if they wanted to go out and get him, pay him $10 million, maybe $15 million, like that's the issue. Wagner's in this area where he could make 10 to 15 mil. Though I could also see a team like the Jets, the Dolphins or the Jags throwing him even more money. I'm just going to say no. I don't see the Giants going out and getting Bobby Wagner. Let's go to Oh God. You think the Packers cut Zardarius and extend Preston Smith to fix the cap space, or cutting both because Preston was good last year and is a good run stopper? If you can keep both of those players, obviously that's what you're going to try to do. This is really kind of a difficult situation. I hate being able to come up here and say I don't have a good answer for you, but until I get the exact contract details of Aaron Rodgers, that totally changes everything, because if they just, let's say, give him a whole bunch of guaranteed money and signing bonus and that doesn't impact the cap, then I'd say keep both. If that's not the case, you don't have the money to do it, then it changes up everything. But the fact that they franchise tagged Adams, the fact that they have Aaron Rodgers, this team is in win now mode. So I would say yes, try to keep both of them. Now, y'all, if I missed your question, I'm sorry. You can always hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRens365. I say we do one more super chat, or how about one more super chat, and then we'll go to ball 12, and then that'll be the end of this mailbag here. What up, ball 12? Appreciate the question that was coming in. I think it was about to come in. I don't know. Then it came off the screen. Here we go. Should Miami sign Tevin Coleman? Personally, I think Tevin Coleman would be an interesting fit with Mike McDaniel. Remember, McDaniel was actually on that Falcons staff when Coleman was the backup running back to Devonta Freeman. The issue is this. Coleman can't prove that he can stay healthy. There's a lot of other running backs that I think they should go out and get. If you want an injury-riddled running back, I'd rather have Raheem Mostert than Tevin Coleman. Final question here on today's mailbag. All right, NFL teams for Jordan Love with Rodgers' extension. Oh, God. Seattle could actually be a halfway interesting team. I'll throw out a team like the Miami Dolphins, get a backup for Tua. The Atlanta Falcons are intriguing. I think I actually like the idea of doing a Jordan Love destinations type of video, but it also should come down to where does Jordan Love want to go? Does he want to learn behind a team or learn behind somebody else, or does he want to try to compete for a starting gig? Could the Tampa Bay Buccaneers be a team to keep in mind, or maybe even the Indianapolis Colts? I don't know. Let's get creative.